and saw a group of big thuggish roaches running a train on some thought roach in the corner. Her thick roach juice splashed all over the place.
I'm Max.
And I'm Harjot.
Join us as we discuss the latest scroll-stopping content.
This is Scroll Interrupted.
What? Oh, it's
Luckily, you
fine.
can't see our feet anymore, so
I
the shoe
know.
budget is gone.
I know. Thank God. I was gonna wear Crocs next. That's
I know.
okay.
I was like, I don't want to be an outfit repeater.
Slippers.
A hat repeater.
Oh. Hi, I'm Max, and it is, you don't know, you can't tell, but it is the eve of summer and Pride Month. Is it Pride Month?
Yeah?
Bad ally.
Terrible. Hi, I'm Harjot, and she just reminded me of Summer's Eve, which is
Summer's Eve.
which is not related to the eve of summer, but it's a hygiene product from back in the day, I believe.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I believe it is. Okay, we're gonna talk about books. We're gonna talk about shoes, and we're gonna talk about loneliness.
We're also going to talk about Benson Boone and why he won't stop backflipping.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about dating again, a little bit more on Hinge. And then we're also going to talk about that viral clip from the whatever podcast. It involves a jar of olives.
Okay. All right. I am a big follower of Book Talk.
No.
Of Book Talk, I get a lot of my recommendations from Book Talk and also drama there. But actually, in good news on Book Talk, a new superstar has risen, and it's just been like taking over Book Talk by storm, and people are just like really enjoying the creativity, the artistry, and the storytelling.
It's me again, international best-selling author Quan Mills, and I'm back again with another Omegaverse Mpreg ratchet urban thriller guaranteed to knock you off your feet.
What's a hitta?
Pregnant by an alpha werewolf hitta.
So Quan Mills initially started their writing more around, okay, I read the description, like urban fiction. So it's obviously around a specific, like he calls it like ratchet culture, and just like bringing that kind of like fun type of fiction to books. And so he played a lot around like infidelity and like poverty and hood stories.
I like this. It seems really fun, and I'm glad that somebody found a way to make a good bag from this kind of like storytelling that like it almost seems like completely AI generated, and hey, maybe it is. Maybe the artwork in the book is, but like I mean, get your bag, and like he's having fun with it. It's so fun to talk about.
So much fun, and the conversation around his work is that he's shifted now, and you'll see is more into sci-fi. So before, I haven't shown those ones as much. Like you saw, there was like werewolves. Before it used to be like my pastor or my like it used to be my grandma, and it would just be these like really crazy storylines. But now that he's into sci-fi, he has like unleashed himself into creativity that has never been done before.
It's me again, international best-selling author Quan
This is one of the
Mills,
latest
and I'm back again with another
releases.
urban sci-fi dystopian ratchet soap
for
opera.
Pride Month.
Alien twinks and the DL thugs who love them. Now, many people might be confused about the term DL. That means down low.
Down low.
No need for further explanation. Just go do.
Like the personality's like, this isn't a joke.
I almost feel like he must be reacting to the comments and giving people
It's
more
me
of what
again,
they asked for.
International best-selling author Quan Mills, and I'm back again with a story that is out of this world. I got both my alien homeboys from another galaxy pregnant. An Omegaverse.
This is everything that the
sci-fi
radical right hates about the woke left. This is like their nightmare. It's like we're going interspecies. We're going we're crossing like gender and different kinds of sexualities.
Yeah.
We're touching it all.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you're like, some people are like, is this real? And it is real that this is, he self-published these books are real. You can buy them, and I've seen people like reading them for fun on their lives, having book clubs around them, and just like really enjoying it. So I just wanted to show, like, you know, people of all shapes and sizes just enjoying the book.
So guys, this hoe got roaches in her crib, chapter 2. Reading it. I'm in the middle of chapter 2. Let me show you guys this quote. Mrs. Watkinson looked up at the ceiling and saw a group of big thuggish roaches running a chain on some dot roach in the corner. Her thick roach pussy juice splashed all over the place. I'm very excited to read this book, guys. I really am.
These types of like work and create, like, I love the internet. I love book talk. I love just like learning about just such interesting topics that people are able to run with and write an entire novel. And the way, especially, you know, coming from, I'm very conscious of like enjoying Black creator content. Like a lot of the times this work isn't for me, and if I can enjoy it and understand that this is potentially not something that was meant for me, or to get all the jokes or the references, that's okay. And I've so far been seeing a lot of really respectful discussion around Quan Mills and his creativity coming from abroad, different types of, you know, demographics of people. And you saw like a young man.
He's building community.
You know, like, and then there obviously have been people who are just taking it way too seriously and like taking away the fun from it. But I think we can just like learn, you know, enjoy it for what it is, and just find something outrageous and interesting, shocking, hilarious. Why not?
I love it.
Why not?
I love it. I think this is what book talk needs.
Yes.
And I feel like it'll wake up a new part of the community.
Yeah, because I think for so long we're stuck with a specific type of, like, you know, those trashy novels. It's such like a, what do you call it? A guilty pleasure. And
or the other day you were saying the airport reads.
The airport books. I forget the authors, the same authors every single time, and it'll be like the cover will be some like pastel background, and it's like flowery and maybe like a dead bird in a cage, and it'll be like endearing tears, or like a garden of hopes,
or the overly aggressive like titles of how to unbleep your life. The art of not bleeping up the bleeping craziness about like the earth today, or
so
something.
you bleeped, now what?
Yeah, it's like calm down, like
the next bleep after bleep.
I know, it's like the shock value of that is like gone.
So like, yeah, making space for new kinds of
new content. I want to see this at my, you know, local airport bookstore.
Quan Mills, yeah, love it.
Yeah. All right, when I say backflip, you say
hey. No.
You know, well, I wanted you to say Benson Boone.
Okay.
That man will not stop jumping around, and to be honest, like a lot of people on the internet are actually hating on him, and people are questioning whether or not this is ethical hating. So, you know,
ethical hating.
Yeah,
okay.
like, you know, because he's like backflipping and everything, but like if you look into like what he presents himself as, the projection is trying to give Freddie Mercury. It's very much trying to give ambiguous in terms of sexuality,
right.
queer. Almost like Harry Styles was that
very,
way
like,
as well.
Pushing the gender fluid ideas of what is male clothing fashion style into ooh.
Yeah, but ultimately,
isn't he?
Ultimately, will come
does he
the
paint
way
a
of
single fingernail black? Does he?
Maybe
paint?
ultimately will come the way of like Gwen Stefani and come back to Christianity or.
Oh, I thought you meant like
waspiness.
Harajuku girls. Like he's gonna have some Harajuku.
Anyways, let's watch this and we'll get into it.
That's the story about Benson Boone releasing the cover art for his new album, where he is depicted as some sort of warrior or fighter holding an American flag. Has to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because Diva, the only thing that you were battling was gender norms, and you literally lost that fight the second you paired white sneakers with a bedazzled jumpsuit. Like, this is why people don't with straight men dipping their toes in like queer identities or queer cultures, because literally they treat it as a costume and throw it away when it's convenient and go to this. Not to mention, I just haven't seen someone so lost in their visual identity or branding, maybe other than Shawn Mendes. Like,
I bet you those
what
are
is going on?
Jorts cut off.
Yeah, so, you know, there's this whole discussion about like nationalism and like this patriotic like aesthetic behind that specific photo shoot / album cover. And so it just goes to show,
it
like,
gives signals. It's giving signals.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I will pretend to be queer and, you know, live in that queer aesthetic for as long as it sort of like gets me the kind of attention that it got Harry Styles. But then,
well, because you want liberal women, you want gay men, like these are the these are the types of audiences that are fun to have at your concerts, at your shows, that will like tell everyone, this is my guy, this is the guy that I really like. I don't know a lot of like straight men who prop up their pop stars as much as women and gay men.
Oh yeah. I also hate that one song that he became famous for.
What is it?
That please stay, I want you. The screamy song.
I was like,
oh God,
I know
he's
everywhere, but I'm sure it was a TikTok sound that.
You know, there's some really good takes on TikTok about him. You should look it up.
Okay.
The one was saying that like he looks like he dresses like he wants to kiss a boy, but would never actually do it.
He just wants to wear crop tops.
Yeah. And then like another person said like, you know why? It's giving fraud because like you can't see the print. You know the print that I'm talking about? You can't see the print in the jumpsuit. So he's been kind of like castrated almost in that sense. And then
he's still a little bit like conservative.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was that other take that we talked about the other day where like if you look at like a creative person's home, usually it's indicative that a creative person lives there because they'll have knickknacks, they'll have like weird little like
collectibles and like the posters that they choose and like the inspiration for their lives. Yeah.
And every part of his home and his personal belongings is giving millennial gray. It's very
Pinterest
very new. It's very like just bought this, don't care to
it doesn't feel curated.
Yeah. It feels very like bland and very just as is. So
right, because that's also to show a broader like appeal. You know, I'm not showing anything too crazy, right? So
yeah, it's giving queer baiting.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe and to your point, maybe this is just like, okay, we don't have a Shawn Mendes right now. We don't have a Harry Styles right now. We need a new thing.
Yeah.
And then, when we talk about the very specific production of a pop star and their image, and what we're leaning on is like, it's not truly his style or him. And he's been told to give a little bit of like fluid.
Yeah, and then it will be, as the creator that we just mentioned, it will be tossed away the second that it no longer becomes convenient.
You know Steve Madden.
Yes.
Steve Madden. Do you own any Steve Madden shoes?
No, I don't.
I have in the past. I feel like I probably do have a pair somewhere. I can imagine which ones I have.
Okay.
So Steve Madden, the famous shoe designer, not known as being like, I don't know if because you don't own any of the shoes, he's not known as being like a Gucci or a Prada.
He's not a huge fashion house name.
No. He's more of like, you can find it at a Marshall's.
Sure.
You know, like any Steve
in
Madden
a mall.
shoes. Yeah, you can get it there.
Strip mall.
At a mall, yeah, for sure. And so Steve Madden was recently on a podcast called The Cutting Room Floor, I think. Yeah, The Cutting Room Floor. And it is a fashion podcast. And this particular interviewer is a Black woman. So it's really interesting. It's like not a huge podcast that Steve Madden, someone super famous, super rich, went on this podcast to talk about fashion. And I just love the topic that they discuss.
What do you say to folks who say that Steve Madden is a knockoff brand?
It's like calling the Beatles a knockoff band because they would take a little bit from Motown and a little bit from Elvis. We designed tons of shoes, but there's been the odd little shoe that I've nicked here and there.
I want to play a game.
Sure.
I'm going to show you some shoes. You tell me if you know who the originator is.
All right.
So this became a very big trend.
Oh, this was great.
Hold on, back up.
Was this Aaliyah?
Aliyah.
Aliyah?
Good job.
It is,
Yes.
right? Do you think that some of my girls even know who Aliyah is?
Yeah, they know the
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
This is the next one. I know you know this one, Steve.
I have made so many of these shoes. Obviously, we know who it is. This is one of the greatest shoes in the world. We changed it a little bit.
Who's the originator?
It's Hermes.
Hermes. Okay, good.
I thought it
2
was
for
that
2.
because
You
they-
know, a third classic.
Come on. Silly girl. So I love those shoes. Those inspired by Chanel, some of those
Yeah,
shoes.
okay.
Inspired by. Okay, good job. Okay, this one.
This is not a copy. We do a
Stop.
lot of, no, it's not.
Okay.
We do a lot
No,
of
this one?
versions of the shoe, many more than they do.
Who's they?
You'll know.
Gucci, of course.
Good job. Okay,
And,
3 for 3.
We do our own versions of these shoes.
You
It's
just
a
don't
great
have
shoe.
fur on yours.
I love the fur.
Yeah.
I have made it with fur.
This one's more contemporary, but But somebody at your company is genius for doing this.
You think this is a genius shoe?
Yeah, because the original is $7.90 and it's for plastic.
I know.
So like somebody needed to make it in a more reasonable way.
Really? It's a very cute shoe. They should run out and buy it.
You know it?
Is it the Row?
Good job. You do know.
Oh, okay. All right. The shoe's different. It's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, but you do know these.
Please, it's not the same. I try not to do them exact, and we do get influenced, but a $700 plastic shoe. Come on. Give me a break.
He draws, he's like very upfront.
Yeah.
He draws inspiration from it. He's speaking to an audience of women who, yes, are into fashion, but the interviewer said, $700 for plastic shoes, and they want to be part of the trend. Like, these are not someone who's going to like a vintage store. They're like, no, I want to be part of the trend, but I'm not going to pay $700 for it. And Steve Madden is like, I got you, my girls. Like, he calls them like my girls, and apparently after this interview, something crazy, and it hasn't been validated, I've just seen a couple of people say this, like $100 million worth of sales came towards like, there was like a resurgence of like Steve Madden purchases.
You know what? I kind of like this, especially with the conversation going around about like how China is the manufacturer of everything.
Yeah, made in China.
Even the stuff that arrogantly calls itself like made in France or made in like Germany or whatever. Turns out like all those luxury high-end brands, a lot of those designer bags, like Hermes, Gucci, whatever,
Birkin,
right? Like they are all actually manufactured in China, like 90% of the materials. They are just maybe assembled, or they have the final like the brand hook put on them as soon as they enter like said country, right?
Yeah.
So like I kind of love, like now it's almost
He's so
embarrassing.
unapologetic. He's like, people are seeing me record saying, this is a Chanel shoe.
Recession indicator? Is this like an actual recession indicator where like now if you wear anything with like from a real big luxury brand that you're kind of like a sucker?
Right.
Like
it's a bad look.
Yeah. Like you could have just gotten it for much less and same quality, maybe same look. So I think like dupes are in, and I think we want to loud and proudly wear dupes.
I like that line. Dupes are in.
All right, so one of my like new favorite things is like seeing these Hinge profiles analyzed. Love this analysis, and like specifically it's women taking a look at men's profiles. Like if anything, I think what we learn about like these dating profiles is like women are constantly dropping hints about like, what would make for a successful dating profile for a man.
That's good. It's like feedback. You're getting
but
feedback.
They're never taking it. And like, here's an example of like things that are contradictory, to say the least.
You should pay for this kind of service, long term. But short term, okay. Monogamy, like anything.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wit.
Daddy
Witted
issues.
Girl wit.
Ew.
Best
Wit.
driver you will ever be. Wit. I drive a BMW. Yikes.
Oxymoron, final boss. Therapist? Yeah, right. That's a lie.
Hat.
That's a lie. Whenever I would read like this many spelling mistakes and they said what job they had, I was like, this can't be true. Are you sure? Okay. Financial analyst, yes. Great.
Okay, bilingual.
Yeah, okay. Figuring out my date. You're losing
Hot
her.
Hot water.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you're not sure. What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here? There it is. Hey, that's young. Don't have children. Okay.
Same guy.
Oh, same guy.
Yeah, so she just scrolled
Open to children.
Don't have children. Open to children. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Figuring out my dating goals. Figuring out my relationship. But you wanna bring children into whatever this mess is.
You're open to them, but then also you don't even know
what you're bothering their mother for.
Oxymoron final boss.
I feel like there also should be built into these platforms like an analysis to just, like errors. Like how you get errors when you fill out a form and it things don't make sense. There should be errors like
form validation.
Yeah, like this doesn't, for the people in the UX design community, like Like, this doesn't make sense.
No, you know what?
This combination does
I
not.
want to see a person at their rawest.
Okay.
At their realest.
Rawest.
Like, yeah. Like, I don't want the algorithm. I don't want the app to filter. I wanna see what kind of human being you are.
Filter myself.
That's a form of catfishing as well, right? Like,
Fair.
You know, I wouldn't.
No, you're right.
Yeah. I like this because like there's a lot of people entering the dating space or that are like have been stuck in it that are just not seeing a lot of success in the way that they would like to see it. And maybe this is kind of giving people a guidepost of like, hey, these are actually red flags.
But you know,
this is actually weird.
But based on the algorithm, you know it's only going to be women who are seeing this and not the men who need this advice.
I know.
Send to a friend.
Yes.
Please.
Share.
Oh, okay. This is a good segue into this topic. I'm just gonna jump into it.
Go for it.
It's connected to what you just talked about.
You know, men are so lonely. We have a real male loneliness epidemic on our hands, and this is a societal issue because sometimes lonely men can turn violent, and they can turn that violence in on themselves or out towards the people around them. Men possess more emotional rationality in their little fingers than you women have in your entire clam. Men are falling behind, you know, and we really need to come together as a society to help them get back ahead. Men are natural, instinctive, inherent leaders, a quality God would have given you women if it wouldn't have gotten lost in the folds of your labia majora.
My kid's birthday, I mean, I don't really know. You'd have to ask my wife about all that stuff. She knows all that stuff. Their birthdays, their allergies, their full government names.
I am the leader and the head of the household because my beaner is an antenna to God.
I love this so much. She's
so
funny.
smart. She is so smart. It's like, you know, real issues, having empathy for men's issues, but then on the other hand, these men use it as a way to then feel entitlement to leadership, to women's emotional labor, to women's commitment to them when they're imperfect but also perfect at the same time. And that's what this the
angel and the devil on my shoulder, but they're both the devil. They just have different accents.
But
I love it.
I love her accent, and she's talking like clam, and like my beaner is an antenna to God. That was my favorite. And then here's just like, you know, you were just talking about dating and people's profiles, and this creator points out, you know, this male loneliness epidemic. Is it real? Like,
this guy went viral for swiping right on 2 million Tinder profiles and only getting one date, and I think this is the perfect example of how male loneliness is so oftentimes self-inflicted. First of all, read the hoodie he's wearing in this profile photo. No woman I know would find this remotely funny, and it signals that you're looking for something super casual. Secondly, having over 1,200 chats and only one date is a huge red flag. Based on the hoodie you're wearing, I'm guessing you've said some really weird stuff. And lastly, look at your bio. Unless you are specifically looking for someone obsessed with fishing and snakes, you are narrowing down the pool by like 99%. I have zero sympathy for men like this who refuse to do the bare minimum and then blame women for being alone. It's just boring and lazy.
Boring and lazy.
2
million swipes, 1,400 chats, one day.
Yeah. And like that hoodie,
yeah,
the pictures, like everything is just terrible. The whole thing's garbage, Mama. Throw it away.
Yeah, and I like that a man is talking about male loneliness is an issue of their own making, because they're clearly not making themselves likable, like to who they seem to say that they want to have relationships with.
Know your target audience. That's super important, but also like genuinely become a better person for that target audience, right? Like, I agree. Like, there's a lot of like egregious behavior that goes unchecked, and like if you want to be in a relationship, the root of that word relation means to relate to somebody. You have to make sure that you understand who that person is and what they need. Otherwise, you're just trying to hold somebody hostage because you have a fantasy. Right? And so like, I notice this a lot where like men want to be men. I do think it is really important for men to call out other men. That is like really, really important. Like go there if you want like anyone to help you with overcoming the work of male loneliness.
Yeah.
Go to other men. Stop like knocking down on the doors of women.
And that creator was like clearly giving the advice, like this picture, like he said, this picture not attracting women. Your description talking about snakes and fishing, not helping. Like, and then clearly just the breaking down of you're talking to all these women, but you're probably being a weirdo. And what I was adding is like, have you asked them out on a date? Like a lot of men just want to chat, and that's really, really boring.
There's so much free advice out there. Like, please take it.
Yeah.
Take it and run with it. Like, I also wish like men who wanted to be these like alpha leaders, as like that first creator was like talking about. Like, I wish you also wouldn't like battle women, especially like elderly people and women for like parking spots at like the front of a mall or something. You know, I wish you weren't like trying to take seats on public transit away from like pregnant women or again elderly people. Like if you want to be this masculine alpha man that
protector, carer, you know,
be it. Well, like we'd love to see it.
I remember you mentioned this one thing that you were super attracted to was the man who returned his cart.
Yes. Yes. After you go grocery shopping, don't just like wheel your cart into
push it away.
Like into somebody's like into like a parking
empty
spot.
Space. Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Like that is such like that's beta behavior. That's even like lower than beta.
What does beta mean?
It's like under alpha, like follower. Like there's alpha, which is like leader, beta, which is follower. I don't know. It's all just like made up nonsense. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
You've probably seen this all over your feed. It is the Whatever podcast, which is a very problematic podcast. I don't necessarily feel great about platforming nonsense, garbage, problematic alt-right stuff, but they did invite a younger TikTok debater named Naima onto their show with her boyfriend, and
but she speaks on like feminism, she speaks on women's issues and things like that.
Yes. And so there was this whole sort of like olive jar gate that we'll get into.
Yeah, because they do the classic thing where they invite a woman and they just like berate her POV and her stance.
You got to open it.
I have to open it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. They brought it
It's
to the
easier
studio.
because it's an olive jar, though.
Look at the gloaty smiles.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
Put it right side up.
You can do it. You got this.
All right, bro. I can't do it. Here.
All right. I guess, Andrew, go ahead.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
It's like a... Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This seems a little...
It's all
It's just
slick now.
It's a little,
See, it
little
is.
I got to grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it
He
either...
didn't even intend to do it. He just wanted to humiliate her.
My hand are fine. Here, high five.
It
My
literally...
shoes are slow.
It's... Look, feel it. Isn't that greasy?
It was like that already. Oh my god.
No, it wasn't. You greased the top.
Use
Oh
your
my
shirt.
Jesus,
Use your
Andrew.
shirt,
If you can't open the olive jar, you cannot
Here,
blame my
while we're
hand.
doing olive jar...
If you're so strong, you should open it.
I love that the host,
So embarrassing.
who's like a
Okay, we'll grip it.
misogynist,
Let's
said,
go.
okay, now you have to
Slippery.
open it.
Uh-oh.
He tried to give him an opportunity to be like, I'm macho man.
So I can dry the top of it off.
Okay, once the top is dry, if you still can't
It's
get
not
it.
heavy, it's just awkward.
Yeah, give her the paper towel so that...
No, I think
Calling
you should
her
do it,
greasy
Andrew.
over and
You're the
over
big,
again.
strong man. There
Yeah,
you go.
see, he's
Come
trying
on.
to humiliate her
I'm
more.
gonna
Like,
let
here's...
some
Grease.
We got some chats while they're working on
This
that.
is so perfectly embarrassing for him.
First, if you want.
No,
Look at how long
Grease
it's
it
taking.
all
And he
up.
keeps
There
me
you
like,
go.
you don't want to try?
Oh,
Look at,
I can't grip the...
Uh-oh.
Like, I got to have a way to grip it.
I would laugh so hard if I was there.
My fingers slip
What a
right off the
backflip.
lid.
I bet
Loser.
you there people
My
are
fingers
laughing.
are literally slipping off the lid. I
As they
just can't
should.
grip it.
Oh, you can't blame me for my greasy fingers now. Like, go on.
It's still greasy.
Philosophy book.
Here, go.
Yeah,
Just can't grip them.
Okay,
Oh
now
my god, I want to watch this.
Piss me off.
Yeah, I know.
Should
it's
we have
fine,
Jake
it's
try
fine.
that?
Yeah,
get
I
the
like it.
So her
See, like, look,
boyfriend,
now he's like,
You'll see for
yeah.
yourself. You can't.
her boyfriend comes into frame.
Try it.
Very good looking
No.
from that profile.
That
Oh,
Ah!
I loosened it for you.
I just want to
I loosened it for you. Oh,
We got a little olive juice.
That is so embarrassing.
Table.
So does he have does he own your free will now? Because he could open it and you couldn't, based on force.
Wipe it up.
He could at least grip it, I guess.
So I don't know.
Here, wipe it up, though. I just want to remind you, Andrew, that Jake just totally mogged you. You had it
kinda
for a
mogged all of
minute,
us.
Andrew, and you
It
were
was
standing
greasy
up and
as
shit.
and
You
I
were
couldn't grip
standing
it.
up and shit. Give it another. Come on.
No.
Give
So-
him another, like,
chance to humiliate himself.
I'm speechless. There's nothing to add.
No.
There's nothing to add. I saw it. He was angry. He was humiliated. He tried to do it to her. And what do they call it? Like the Uno reverse. She's like, okay, you do it.
This also goes to show you that like even your friends who are equally problematic in this red pill women hating community, that like even at your embarrassment, they will not come to your rescue. They will double down. So like there is no community,
right? Because
in misogyny.
Because then it's built on I am a man who's better than another man. Like there's still like a hierarchy. So establishing for like that host, I don't even know what the heck his name is too. The whatever. Podcast host.
He's getting his rocks off on the other one. You know, being humiliated.
Funny. He was the one that was like, "You try now."
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Anyways, I
would be like, "You're my friend. How could you do this to me?"
There is no community, and so if you're suckered into this cult of misogyny, just don't do it.
I want to like work out my hands now and just body a bunch of jars after this.
Okay, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell to find out when we release new videos.
And you can also follow us on TikTok at Scroll Interrupted Show, as well as Instagram at Scroll Interrupted, where you'll see some fun clips and know when we have new episodes live.
That's all we got. That's all
I have to give.